If you want to talk about being hot, no one burns brighter than this group of super talented stars. We're letting you in on who made the cut in this year's Teen People's 25 Hottest Stars Under 25. When it comes to being hot and young, we're all connected. So we'll start the list with a blonde bombshell, and in 25 moves, we'll get it right back to us. There are many great reasons it pays to be young and famous these days, but we've got the 25 best ones right here. TRL presents Teen People's 25s Under 25. I'm Mary-Kate Olsen. And I'm Ashley. This year's special edition of Teen People is out now, and if you haven't picked up your copy yet, consider this a sneak peek. Everyone on the list has two things in common. The first is that none of them were born before 1979. And the other is that they're all somehow linked to us. It's only 25 degrees of separation from the first person to Ashley and me. So let's get started with this year's blonde bombshell. Musician, actress, entertainer. Is there anything Jessica Simpson doesn't do well?
Give me some more slack on the hose over there.
How do I do that? Her sweet airhead type antics and hilarious misunderstandings won over the hearts of America.
Are my biceps big enough?
What are biceps?
My arm muscles, Jessica.
But don't let her ditzy demeanor fool you. This woman knows business.
All I have to do is lift one butt cheek and fart, and the ratings go up.
With a career this hot, it's no wonder why people are talking about Mrs. Lachey.
Everything's great. I'm scared that something's going to be pulled out from underneath my feet. I feel like I'm walking on a cloud.
Jessica's not the only young star to hit it big in both music and TV, which connects her to...
Ain't nobody like a Nick Cannon body, right?
Taking over. I always thought I was kind of hot. Nick Cannon. Now, if other people see that I'm under 25 and hot, it's cool. We all agree.
Girls always say, Nick, you're so cute.
No doubt about it, Nick Cannon is the hottest goofball on our list. This 23-year-old triple threat started out on Nickelodeon before making a name for himself in movies and music. But ask him to choose which hat he likes wearing the best, and you won't get a straight answer.
Oh, excuse me.
The rapper, actor, comedian, / producer.
That's like choosing your children. You know what I mean? You can't say you like one kid better. Even if you really do like one of your kids better, you don't tell them because then the other ones would get mad. So I just kind of keep it even.
So what's next for this hottie?
I'm gonna start a line of lingerie. That's hot, right? See, ain't nobody see that coming. Jigglettes.
So what links Nick to our next hot star?
Today, my good friend helping us out on the show, Nick Cannon, everybody. Say hi to Nick. Hey, Nick.
He was on TRL the very same day her video premiered.
So without further ado, here is Vanessa Carlton's Ordinary Day.
Ordinary day. She's a poet, and we think she knows it. 23-year-old singer-songwriter Vanessa Carlton doesn't mind waxing poetic every now and then.
This isn't really a job. It's a job, and there's really impossible moments in it. But I'm very lucky, and I feel happy that I'm able to play piano.
She's come about 1,000 miles since her debut album in 2002. For her second album, Harmonium, Vanessa teamed up with musicians as diverse as Stevie Nicks and Pharrell for what's sure to be the success story of 2004.
The biggest challenge for a young, successful artist is to not lose your identity and sustain your own path and your own aesthetic and your message.
Miss Carlton and this year's class act, according to Teen People, are connected because they both like to tickle the ivory. What do you call someone whose debut record sold over 18 million copies worldwide? Norah Jones.
Come away with me in the night.
She said, "Come away with me," and everyone did.
I didn't imagine any of this to go like the way it's gone. It's gone really well, and it's gone really fast. Sunrise, sunrise, looks like morning in your eyes.
Her second album, Feels Like Home, has met much success, both in the numbers and the critics and fans.
I'm very happy, but it's been kind of crazy.
But has she let it all go to her head? There is a reason we are calling her the class act. Norah's song Turn Me On was featured in the movie Love Actually, which starred this young actress. Never before has a so-called natural been quite this hot. Keira Knightley first kicked her way into the American spotlight with her sleeper hit, Bend It Like Beckham, and the blockbuster, The Pirates of the Caribbean. So where else can you glimpse this big screen beauty?
I'm doing a film called King Arthur. I'm playing Guinevere. She's going to be a bit of a warrior this time, and that should be fun.
Some girls have all the luck. Keira Knightley wasn't exactly a household name before her breakthrough success in 2003, something she shares in common with our next person. Every list needs an it girl, and Scarlett Johansson is this year's it.
I think she's just the bee's knees.
Lovely and talented and amazing. I thought she was fantastic in Lost in Translation.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Kampai.
Scarlett made a name for herself in 2003 with the film Lost in Translation. Scarlett's got 2 big movies on the way, plus plans to write and direct. Oh yeah, did we mention that she's only 19? Nora Jones brought us to Keira Knightley because of Love Actually, which brought us to Scarlett Johansson, another breakout actress, who, by the way, was seen at the Golden Globes with The Princess Next Door.
She's beautiful, she's amazing, she's talented. Give it up for Anne Hathaway.
The actress, who has been both a princess and enchanted, is the same on camera as she is off.
You have no idea.
I love Anne. She's so sweet.
And Anne's sweetness will shine once more this summer in Princess Diaries 2. In real life, this princess next door is living a very charmed life.
I just always knew that I wanted to act and that I wanted to get to play in my imagination all the time. I guess I just never knew that I'd be paid for it.
Anne made her debut in 25 Hottest Stars Under 25 in 2002, so that makes this her second time. The only other person who shares those stats is this guy. So how does the guy who's been making anything but blockbusters get labeled into an action hero? Easy. Jake Gyllenhaal is poised to take the world by storm. Literally, in the upcoming action flick The Day After Tomorrow. There's no doubt about it, Jake is where the action is. We've taken you from Jessica Simpson all the way through to Jake Gyllenhaal in 7 easy steps. But we still have to find a way to get from Jake to the Prince of R&B to the Teen Queen and figure out how they're going to bring you to us when TRL presents Teen People's 25 Under 25 returns. In this crazy business, we are all somehow related. If you're young, hot, and in Hollywood, you're bound to cross paths at some point. We're mapping out 25 degrees of separation of the people on the list. We left off with Jake Gyllenhaal, and let's connect him to the lovely lady he gets to call his girlfriend.
Do you love me or not?
At the ripe old age of 22, Kirsten is what's known as the veteran on our list. 38 films to her credit.
Me and Kirsten, I could be hot. Instead of like Spider-Man, it could be like Brother Man or something like that.
Sorry, Nick, but Spider-Man 2 is already the most anticipated movie of the summer.
I can't keep thinking about you. I'm getting married.
I want a life of my own.
Super hot career, and she gets the guy.
Not too shabby.
Kirsten is connected to the guy Teen People calls the American Idol because they once locked lips. It was on screen, of course, in The Virgin Suicides. Josh Hartnett. At 25, this heartthrob doesn't get by on looks alone.
But he seems like a good actor and a really humble, hardworking guy.
After a couple of star turns in Hollywood blockbusters, it wasn't long before Josh was rubbing shoulders with the big boys.
I'd say that just the idea of not having to be myself was pretty exciting.
And it never hurts to have the approval of your peers.
I like him. He's done good in the past and he's going to do good again.
Josh shared some quality screen time with another one of our hot stars. It's the movie The Faculty that connects him to Usher.
At number one.
Number one.
Yeah, give it up for Usher.
2004 is the year of Usher.
To be successful at a young age, obviously you got to make a lot of sacrifices, but you know, there are a lot of pros that come with it.
Which in Usher's case is the hottest single of the year and a #1 debut album that has broken all R&B records.
Life is love, life is beautiful. You know what? Different from every other album that I've ever had, I'm able to enjoy this one.
Enjoy it, he has and will, and nothing seems to be stopping Usher. not even age.
It's always a pleasure, no matter how old you get, to still be a teen. At 25, I'm still in the Teen People, you know, and I'm thankful that all of my teen fans still love the older guy.
We're gonna keep the on-screen connection going. To get from Usher to our next person, he appears in her hot new video, Naughty Girl. She's got her Grammys.
I always thought she was an incredible talent from the first time I worked with her.
She got the movies.
Beyonce, she can work it, man.
She's got the beauty.
Man.
And the booty.
It should just be like the Beyonce hot list, because she's just in a class by herself.
She's also got the man.
Damn you, Jay-Z, damn you.
Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain, that's right.
It's no wonder why the whole world is crazy in love with Beyonce.
That's all I'll say.
Let's move from the big screen to the big stage. That's what Beyonce has in common with this Wonder Woman.
I wanted to get together a tour with all ladies, and we contacted Alicia.
She truly does have a soul.
Phenomenal, just talented beyond belief.
With a Grammy-winning debut and a follow-up that has beaten the sophomore slump, Alicia is guaranteed for longevity.
I'm still learning a lot about myself, so the growth that I'm going through is constantly changing, and that's definitely challenging.
Now pay close attention to this next one. At one time, Alicia tried her hand at acting and landed a role on The Cosby Show. One of the kids on the show is Rudy, played by the actress Keisha Knight Pulliam. Keisha is all grown up now. She's the love interest in the video for One Call Away. And that is how we get to Chingy. Out of nowhere, Chingy bursts onto the music scene and hit the jackpot with his debut platinum album. They don't call him the hitmaker for nothing. He'll be in the studio soon with Timbaland and the Neptunes on his second disc called Soul of St. Louis. Chingy most definitely has the magic touch. Chingy was a presenter at the 2003 MTV Europe Music Awards, where he crossed paths with the host of the show, the Dirty Diva.
You ain't dirty, you ain't here to party!
Christina Aguilera is the quintessential dirty girl.
Obviously, it was known that I do have a sexual side that I do express artistically one way or another.
She'll shock you.
If the press is gonna label me a damn diva, I may as well live it up and act like one.
What am I not supposed to say what I'm saying? Are you offended with the message I'm bringing?
And she makes no apologies about it.
Whether you like me or hate me, that's me.
Muy caliente.
What? Christina toured with the next hottie last summer.
Every girl, black, white, red, they're all in love with him.
With an A-list fan club.
Well, obviously Justin's very hot.
The Justin mania is completely...
I'm a Justin Timberlake fan. I love him. I think he's really talented.
Justified. His solo album has sold more than 3 million copies.
I love Justin's new stuff, actually. I really like what he's done with his music.
Next up, JT makes the leap to the big screen in Edison. He is definitely living the life, and we're loving it. Find out the steamy link that ties Justin to the queen of controversy. Plus, we'll check in with the next big thing, the prankster, and find out what connects him to us. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to TRL Presents Teen People's 25 Under 25. The people on the list this year have what's called the hit factor. Everything they touch becomes super successful. And they have one other thing in common, and that's what we're calling 25 degrees of separation from them to us. We left off with Justin Timberlake. So what juicy connection lies between JT and the next hottie? Depends on which one of them you ask.
Hey, Brittany. Are you ready?
What a year it's been for Brittany. The hookups?
You guys aren't boyfriend-girlfriend?
No. The late-night antics? The wedding?
Hey, Brittany. Come over here, I got something to show ya.
And that's not all. In the Zone sold more than 2 million copies, and her sexy tour is pushing all the right buttons. and we wouldn't want it any other way. No matter how big Britney's career gets, there's one person who does not want to be compared to her.
She's doing her thing, and I'm doing my thing, and that's all I have to say.
She does her thing. She don't really care what people think. I like that.
I'll pick my nose, I'll pick my ass, I'll pick whatever. I don't care.
After a kick-butt multi-platinum debut album, her new disc, Under My Skin, reflects a new grown-up perspective.
My first record did really well, and that enables me to kind of do what I want musically.
You can't get any more punk than that. There is, however, someone you can compare Avril to on this list. Avril saw sales of over 3 million copies on her debut record, as did this year's Teen Queen.
Give it up, y'all, for Hilary Duff.
How do you earn the title of reigning Teen Queen?
My favorite teen star! Hilary Duff, she's so sweet and cute. I just want to take her cheeks and wait till she's 18.
The night could be so sweet. For Hilary Duff, you tour for the first album, Metamorphosis, take over the box office, record your second album, and start your own clothing line, all at the same time. And despite all the pressure, you manage to still be a sweetheart.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna be okay. Hilary Duff used to date Aaron Carter, but she's not the only person on the 25 hottest he dated. He's what connects Hilary Duff to the next big thing.
You've also been named one of Teen People's, top 25 under 25. This is great, right?
It's pretty cool. At 17, Lindsay Lohan is the next big thing.
Thank you.
After making a name for herself in Freaky Friday, this Mean Girls flair for the comedic has taken her far. So what else is on her plate?
I'm kind of stepping into the whole singing thing. I'm working with Diane Warren and Randy Jackson.
Really?
Working in another film in July, so we'll see what happens.
Movies, music, seems like there's nothing she can't do.
Now I feel pressured to surprise everyone.
Run. You probably remember that Lindsay starred in the hit movie Freaky Friday. What's even freakier is that this next guy did too. He's a good guy.
Why, thank you.
And a heartthrob.
Girls, keep the screaming to a minimum. It's already started. What can we do? This is Chad Michael Murray, everyone.
And did we mention incredibly humble?
I kind of laughed because, man, I couldn't get a girl in high school if my life depended on it.
With the breakout success of One Tree Hill, Chad Michael Murray's star is rising.
There was a part of me that thought that maybe she kept it a secret because she was ashamed of me.
Hey girls, you can catch him this summer, starring with Hilary Duff in Cinderella Story. Life is good for the good guy. We couldn't ignore the Gilmore Girls connection between Chad Michael Murray and Adam Brody of the OC, who earns a spot on the list with the rest of the OC castmates. To be in the It clique of 2004, you've got to be on the OC.
What's Misha like? Really sweet.
Ben's awesome.
Tall, pretty teeth.
Adam's great. Kind of like the funny guy. Rachel's great.
She's a bit of a klutz. Eyes, penetrating, doughy. But other than that, she's a joy.
We're not having sex, by the way.
Excellent. Not enough pain and suffering around us already.
And how do the members of the OC feel about being on the list?
I love that it's something that's about all of us in our show and that, we can all be in it together.
Adam Brody is also the missing link to our next hot star, Bam Margera. The connection? The movie The Grind.
I never thought that riding a skateboard could get me right here.
He's no jackass.
I'm seriously gonna die.
This guy is in a class all by himself.
Yeah!
Sam is one crazy... I shouldn't say that.
The house is officially an ice skating rink.
I was in a movie with Bam. I swear to God, best actor in the movie.
With the hit TV show...
Good morning, Phil. It's Don't Feed Phil Day.
Bam's proven that 4 tiny wheels can take you far.
I was just like, dude, we're sitting next to the Coldplay guy, Justin Timberlake, Cameron Diaz, and all we did was ride skateboards, and we ended up here.
Viva la Bam, indeed. I bet you're all trying to figure out how we get from Bam to us. Well, Bam brings us to the next list maker. He introduced them on stage at the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards.
MTV wants me to read this teleprompter right here. Let's go. Give it up for good Charlotte.
There really is a lot of good in Good Charlotte.
I think Good Charlotte's a great band.
Even my parents got along with them. I think they actually hung out one night.
I love their music, and I think they're great guys.
And not to mention modest.
We're all just kind of like, whoa, we're top 25 something. It's cool, man. We're really happy to be considered top of anything.
With a couple of tremendous albums behind them and another one on the way, they are living the lifestyles of the very rich, famous, and hot. Good Charlotte to us, the last degree of separation. What in the world connects us? In case you haven't noticed, we're twins. And so are Benji and Joel of Good Charlotte, the only two sets of twins on the list. Not only are we this year's 25 Hottest Stars Under 25 cover, but we also have our first feature film, New York Minute, coming out.
Hang on, people.
So I guess that qualifies us.
Thank you, New York City!
It's definitely an honor to be on 25 Under 25 and to share the spotlight with so many talented young people. Teen People's 25 Hottest Stars Under 25 is out now, so you can find out more about everyone on the list when you pick up your copy. Thank you. Bye.
I have to share a whole number. Rachel and Ben and Misha, and it's like, come on.
My abs, you know, the ladies like them. I'ma show them to y'all. There you go. This ain't no ab rollers or nothing. That's 1,000 sit-ups right there, but I feel real uncomfortable right now and violated, so I'm gonna put my shirt down.
I'm 24, Ben's 25, so next year, if we can do this, I'll at least be a third, which is better than a fourth.
Now you just gotta flex for the camera. Oh, make sure you don't fart on yourself.